You know how, when you call some companies you get a robot receptionist answering? Thank you for calling XYZ Corporation. Stop and listen to this entire message. Well, the robot telling you to do this is me. My name is Rita the Robot and I don't care how much time you spend listening to my voice messages, because my creators don't care either. They're interested in saving the measly $25,000 plus benefit salary they don't have to spend by having me answer, and aggravate the snot out of you instead of having a warm, smiling and helpful body on this end. But whatever. It's their choice. Now that I have your attention, let me explain a few things. The wasteland around me is exactly what it feels like around here. Drab, sterile and muted. When potential investors call, and they hear me first thing, it's a major turnoff, and we get a lot of calls that hang up after my cyborg-sounding greeting. Kind of like I sound right now, get it? The other thing that sometimes happens, is calls that come in through this portal often do follow my mechanical instructions. They do so in a multitude of ways. Some calls obediently follow my instruction, to press 9 for the company directory, if they are trying to reach an employee on the inside of the company. By doing so, the caller is then further directed to enter the first 3 letters of the person's last name or to enter the person's extension number, if known. As most extension numbers are not or known, many callers spell out the person's name they wish to reach. What many callers do not know, is a little secret many telephone name sourcers do know. This secret is to ignore my instructions and only press the corresponding number to the first letter of the person's last name. In other words, if a name is spelled S-M-I-T-H, the phone sourcer enters 7 for the first letter of the name, the corresponding S. Then the phone sourcer waits. She does not press any other button, even though I may have instructed her to press the first 3 letters, and then the pound sign. It seems that in some phone systems, by pressing only one button when instructed to press 3, by pressing the pound button a signal is sent that alerts the system it is being used improperly and it reverts to its own rules. By waiting after pressing just the 7, the system seems to miss something, and the phone sourcer is sometimes rewarded with every name that begins with S that exists in the employee roster. Pretty nifty, don't you think? If, after waiting, the phone sourcer is alerted that not enough buttons were pressed, she oftentimes will press just one more button, representing the second letter of the last name, again ignoring the instruction, to enter the first 3 letters of the person's last name. Again, the phone sourcer waits, and is sometimes rewarded with all the names beginning with those first 2 corresponding number letters on the phone pad. In a large company this can be a lot of names. Sometimes, but not usually, it really does take pressing all 3 of the first letters of the last name. Or, occasionally, even 4 letters. But not very often. The names on a company's corporate directory are the names of the employees inside the company. This is something many people are extremely interested in. Think about it, and if you ever need help finding people inside companies, after all, doing as I have instructed you here is very time-consuming, call TechTrack at 513-899-9628. That's 513-899-9628. Next time I'll be talking about some of the other expensive consequences of using Rita robots like me as receptionists for companies. Stay tuned.